Hey free-to-play gang, welcome back to another video. So we are going to be partaking in Temporal Tower level 50 for this video, and you might recognize me wearing my black shirt because I've actually been just blowing through the entire Temporal Tower in one single day, which you might recognize me wearing this outfit in like the previous videos. Blah 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 blah. Okay, anyway, the Temporal Disturbance for the boss wave Fast Retaliation in battle against Ferbeter. Espers who break its life shield will receive damage immediately and be stunned for one turn. This is this is extremely nonsense because this is probably like the most difficult disturbance that we've had on this floor. So we have had 3 so far, and none of which came as close as this. This is possibly the most difficult floor that we have had thus far. So obviously I'm going to have to play around with the espers that I have and try to figure out a way to settle this ASAP. So the previous, I think the previous Temporal Tower, I did a combination of Li Guang and Sender. I think it's still gonna work, and I think it's still fairly, well, it's not really free to play friendly, but it's not so difficult, right, to have at least these 2 espers over here. But now the problem is obviously when they take out the life shield, which they are going to be the one because they have the damage, right? They are going to take some damage as well, which means they're going to lose a little bit of health and especially get a stun as well. And I need to make sure that, you know, they are rather weak. Look at my Sender, right? He only has about 15,000 HP, so I definitely need a defense buff, right? And that is probably going to come in the form of Suha. I don't think I want to use Gabrielle for this fight, although I do feel like the immunity debuff, or rather the immunity buff, is going to come in quite clutch. So as usual, right? As usual, I always do this. So I always use a Berenice, right? Berenice is probably like the best support for Temporal Tower 50, in my opinion, because she has AP control, she has defense break, and she has a shield with the regeneration as well. And that regeneration, you know, they don't have disease, right? If I remember correctly, they don't have disease on their kits, which means that her regeneration is going to be super powerful, especially if you're able to take a lot of turns. So I actually do think we can finish this with just these 4 espers, which means that the last esper that we have on this slot, I might just want to either go with a speed buffer or a speed lead. Actually, you know what, I think for this video, I want to test out Yuyao because she did have a buff, right? A recent buff. So now she reduces the enemy's AP by 50% on her 3rd skill, which can be quite useful, especially if you want to, you know, just keep Ferbeter down for a little bit. And if you're able to keep him down all the way, then I think we might actually be able to deal with him without needing him to go into his life shield phase, which is also really important if you want to try to find a way to bypass this effect. So the way that you can do this is to reduce the AP of Ferbeter as much as possible. So over on my team here, we have quite a few espers who can reduce AP. First, we have the Yuyao, second we have Sender, and third we have Berenice as well. So I think this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's check it out. Okay, so wave 1. No. Okay, right. That's fine. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and stun the Pritzker. Maybe do some DPS, push out AP as well. Okay, maybe drop a stun on the Pritzker here. Good stun. Let's see what happens. Are we screwed? Whoa, freeze. Okay. We are okay. Right, we are okay. Okay, so now we're gonna return the freeze. Right, OP, right? OP Yuyao. Okay, we're gonna return the freeze to, let's say, the healer that they have here. Nice, and AP reduction as well, so there you go. And we are just gonna try to get a defense break on the Pritzker here. Or not. And we're just gonna pop the Longmian, and I guess get our AP, right? Using our first skill, get more AP, reduce his attack power, not that it really matters. Whoa, this sucks. But see, so Yuyao also doubles as an AP controller, which is pretty cool, right? It's a good thing for us. Sorry, not AP controller. She does. She is an AP controller. She does double as a healer, which is gonna be quite useful for us. So we're gonna go ahead and stun, I think, this Lucas because he has an attack buff. He might hurt. We didn't get a stun, but that's fine. Get a shield up. And maybe get a stun here. We did get a stun. Fantastic. So we're just going to go ahead and work on their controllers, and I think that's about it. But I do feel like this Suhua here is going to be a pain in the butt, especially when she starts healing. But I think all should be fine, right? I think the first wave shouldn't be too much of a problem for most of you guys. So I think I'm just going to move on to the second wave. Alright, so now moving on to the second wave. This Raven here, this is going to be a problem. So we need to get her out ASAP because she's gonna it's just too much for us to deal with. So hopefully we get a stun. Alright, can we get a stun here? 75% chance we did get the stun. Fantastic. And I think now that we have her stun, we don't really need to worry too much about her for the time being. I think what we need to do is try to get a stun on a Boundina, because if we do not get a stun on her, not by this skill, right, by the Sender skill, but if we do not get a stun on her, our Sender could potentially be screwed, especially if her RNG just strips all the buffs on my Sender. So I need to get at least 2 crits here. Oh my god, we only got 1 crit. Rip. Hopefully she don't strip my Sender, dude. or that would suck. Big time. Okay, she didn't strip my sender, that's fine. That's fine, we are good, we are good. Okay, so now we just need to work on the Raven to make sure that she don't... Okay, now she's stunned again. So that's the game plan, right? That's the game plan. As long as we can stun the Raven, we don't really need to worry too much about her. And we can just go for the main issue over here, which is, yeah, it's just going to be the Bion Dina over there. And once she's done, I think we should be okay. We are not too worried about the Lin Xiao because she's most of the time only going to go for my Suhua because of the typing. So we're not too worried about that at all. Can we get another stun? The poor Raven! Okay, you know what? Let's just reduce her attack. Okay, great. That works. So from here on, what we're going to do is just try our best to stun the Raven. Right? Okay, as long as we can get her stunned, that's fine. We are totally okay. And we can just try to work our way on their Unas there. Right? And as long as we can control the Unas with stuns, especially like this, yeah, we did get a stun. He's not going to buff the rest of his allies. I can waste this turn, right, just to show you that he's not actually going to buff his allies with immunity. So that is something that would really work very well for us. Alright, and as you can see, he did not buff his team with immunity. So that is kind of like the secret sauce. And we are almost there. So after this is done, onto the boss wave. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as usual, we're just gonna buff up, and I want to see how this effect takes place, right? Because this is going to be a big problem for our DPS Espers here. So I'm not actually sure what we can do, but you know what? Let's just try to do this. Let's just reduce his AP. We did not get the AP reduction, right? Yeah, we did not get the AP reduction at all, so that's unfortunate. But now that we have nothing else better to do, let's just try to work on him, get a slow debuff. Nice, we got a slow, fantastic. Oh, that defense break is good though. That was a really good counter attack. Attack debuff, nice, fantastic. Defense break, or not, resisted all the way. AP control, good AP reduction, more AP movement. So this is going to be the game plan, right? Whenever they land their debuffs, so like, okay, this guy doesn't have any debuffs, right? Oh, he has speed down. Okay, speed down is fine. And this guy, he has stun. Okay, so whenever they land debuffs, my Yuyao will be pushed forward. So that's going to cycle her turns a little bit more frequently, right? Defense break, or not. Wow, she's not going to land any defense break for us today. AP control. See, this is what I call AP control. Actually, oh my god, what's the accuracy on my Bandina? I mean, what's the accuracy on my Baroness though? Seems a little bit low. Like she's not landing any defense breaks at all. Okay, but now he is like midway, right? So let's just try to reduce his AP. He got resisted. She got resisted. Huh. Okay. Slow. Resisted. Okay, so I think now that he's gonna move next, I want to protect my Sender because my Sender is the weakest. Or not, he decided not to use his AoE attack. That's fine with me. So I really want to test out whether her AP control works or not, because 50% is really huge, right? But it doesn't seem to be working thus far. Let's just reduce his AP. Nice, at least one proc. And reduce more AP like so. Very nice, he went all the way to the back. So far I think we're doing fine. I think we got a bit lucky, right? We got a bit lucky because he didn't use his face shifting skill. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. What the heck? Okay, we spoke too soon. Okay, this is gonna be a huge problem, man. Let's just go with this. Oh, we had to go for the follow on the right first. Keep forgetting about that. Okay, get a shield up, which is very important because I do feel like my Sender is probably gonna pop that shield right now. You know what? Maybe I will just use my second skill on this guy instead, on the one on the left. And I can do this. Get rid of the shield, get a hit. Okay, so the damage is not that big, right? So we don't really need to worry too much about this effect here. It's not as painful as I thought. Or at least, you know, this shield buff is good enough, right? The shield buff is going to be all we need. And right now, I'm just going to try to land another defense break. We got another defense break. That's like perfect. So we can just pop it like so. Oh, we got a stun here. That's so unfortunate. Now we just need to work on Ferberter again. And maybe this time around, we can try to control his AP a little bit better. But that's just all RNG, right? Okay, so now Ferberter is like, he's like halfway through the AP bar. So we are going to try to reduce his AP again. We did reduce his AP, dude. 50%. That's a lot. So now we can just, you know, play around with his AP a little bit more. Wait for his AP to be a little bit higher before I use my Baroness second skill to control him. Okay, it's unfortunate that we didn't manage to AP control him. And he cleansed off the debuff on himself. Okay, so let's try this again. He's almost at the top, right? I think it's like 97%. Yeah, he's like 97% AP. Let's just reduce him. Hopefully. Oh, we got resisted again. Major rip. You know, that would be that would be so fun to see. So I think I might need to increase her accuracy because I know she's at, I think, about 37% or something like that. About 30-something% accuracy, which is definitely not enough. So we definitely need to work on that because my Sender, who has full accuracy, is also missing a lot of his AP control. AP reduction here, please. Nice. Oh, that's a really good push. Okay, so now he's probably going to use his AoE attack, I think. Right, so I'm going to protect my Sender as usual. My Li Guang is slightly tankier, so I am willing to, you know, take the gamble there. Yeah, she's doing fine. She's doing fine, right? Okay, so now we're just going to go for the follow on the right. Reduce his shield like so. Oh, nice. Okay, that was okay. That was fine. Li Guang, you served your purpose. Thank you very much for your sacrifice. Okay, test number 4, 5 or whatever right now. Nice, we did it. Okay, it's always nice to see that we can push the AP back. Defense break, come on, yes. All right, we got this. I think that's about it, right? We definitely have this in the bag right now. I think we can push him all the way down to 0. Well, hopefully he doesn't self cleanse. If not, it's gonna delay us a little bit. Or not. Rip. Actually, I'm a bit curious. Does the follow on the left push his AP? I feel like it does. Attacks an enemy and boosts his AP. Oh my god, no wonder. So please remind me to look at the stat board after this round is done. I want to see how well Li Guang is performing as opposed to Sender. Because Li Guang is supposed to have quite similar stats. Yeah, she has the same stats. And she has the same, well, pretty much similar. Oh my god, I should have used my AP push. Pretty much similar. I'm completely lost for words. Skill multipliers. And that's about it, right? Pretty chill in my opinion. I think I'm quite relaxed for this run. It's not as dangerous as I thought. So the effect over there, right? I thought it's gonna hurt a lot. And the stun, I thought it's gonna be like, oh my god, that's the end of our run. But I guess that's it. 15 minutes, what the hell? Okay, so let's see so this is the thing. I always thought that Li Guang is supposed to do about the same damage as Sender because their multiplier is about the same. But I do know that their stats are different. But the thing is, Li Guang pushes her own AP on her first skill by 30% every time she uses her first skill. So in that sense, she's going to cycle her turns a lot more faster than Sender, and she has a lot more speed as well. So I'm really very curious why this is the case, right? But obviously, let's just take a look at their stats. So here are the stats of Yuyao. So like I said, she has about 30-something% accuracy. These are the relics that she has. Basically just Windwalker and Avatara. And the stats of my Sender here, so pretty decent speed, decent crit damage, decent attack. But most importantly, right, just good accuracy. This is the only thing that I'm proud of. And Li Guang, okay, so she has full crit rate. Okay, about the same speed as Sender, right? Same speed, more crit damage. Just slightly, about 300 plus or 400 plus attack less than Sender. But more crit damage. So I'm very surprised that their DPS stats are so wildly different. And Suhua here, with the 91% accuracy, decent HP, and a lot of speed to take the first turn. And finally, our Berenice over here. So Berenice has, 42% accuracy. I might want to bump this up to at least 74% accuracy. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys are able to beat Temporal Tower for this month. Let me know if you still have any other queries whatsoever with respect to the rest of the floors as well, because I know I skipped a lot of the floors, so I only did 30, 45, and 50 for this month. Do let me know if you need any other help, and I'll try my best to give you some advice wherever I can. But anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Dislyte content. Now with that said, this has been Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.